Hello everyone, my name is K. Kirti. Currently I am pursuing BTech final year in the stream of Electronics and Communication Engineering in IIIT Idupalpaya, RGKT, RK Valley, Kadapa. And my teammates are Emma Shashreka and K. Vishal. Today we are here to demo microwave oven simulation which is made during the internship at EMERTXE Information Technologies. And let's get into the contents. The contents are topic learned during the internship, project requirements, introduction to microwave oven, embedded systems, components of embedded systems, microprocessor, project peripherals, CLCDs, switch, tactile switch, matrix keypad, interrupts, ISR, and timers, and finally the demo of project implementation. The topics that which we are learned during the internship are Introduction to Embedded C programming, Introduction to Embedded Systems, what is microcontroller, PICSIMLAB, MPLAB XIDE, and the compiler is XC8. Introduction to various peripherals of PIC16, F8, 77A, and we've written and finally the Disha workshop, which helps us to do this project very fast. Let's get into the topic of embedded C. C imported characteristics. It is a general purpose language even though it is applied and used effectively in various specific domains. It is pre-formatted language. Efficiency and portability are the important considerations for this embedded C. Library facilities play an important role in this embedded C. In embedded C, we have number systems: decimal, octal, hexadecimal, and binary. Bits. What is a bit? Bit is known as a basic unit of information in computer and digital communication. Bytes. Byte is a unit of digital information commonly consists of 8 bits and it considered as smallest addressable unit of memory in computer. Next topic is data types. Data types are subdivided into integrals and floating point. In integral we have character and int data type, and floating points are float, double. And the next topic is conditional constraints. Conditional constraints are single iteration and multiple iterations. Single iteration, if and its family, switch cases. These are the statements. For using statements, we use if statements and switch cases. In multiple iteration, we use loops. The loops are for loop, while loop, do while loop. Operators. Operators are divided into two categories. One is arithmetical operator and then second one is in arithmetical operator we have multiplication, division, modulo, addition, subtraction, and logical operators are logical NOT, logical AND, logical OR. Next topic is arrays. An array is a collection of data of same data type. Addresses are sequential, first element with lowest addresses and the last element with highest address. Indexing starts from 0 and should end at array size -1. Examples say array of 5 will have to be indexed from 0 to 4. Any access beyond the boundaries would be illegal access. For example, you should not access array of -1. Pointers. To have C as low-level language being a high-level language. Returning more than one value from a function to achieve the similar result as pass-by variable. Parameter passing mechanism in function by passing the reference. For this project microwave oven, we have requirements MPLAB XIDE, XC8 COMPILER, PICSIMLAB. In PICSIMLAB, we have PIC16F877A, 16x4 CLCD, MKB, timer 2, tactile switch. And the main topic is Introduction to Microwave Oven. Microwave ovens are the convenient means to heat food and generally safe when used correctly. Microwave ovens heat food using microwaves, a form of electromagnetic radiation similar to radio waves. There are several modes which microwave ovens operate. For this project, we need only 4 modes. First one is micro mode, grill mode, convention mode, and start mode. Let's get details of micro mode. This mode is used when you want to cook in a traditional way. In this process, the frequency generator inside of the oven works and generates high frequency waves which cooks food inside and out. It generally requires a maximum power of 900 watts. And the second one is grill mode. It is simply used for grilling. The user can set any time accordingly. It is similar to micro mode to cook breads, meat and other items. And the third one is convection mode. It is used for baking. In this mode, the user can set the oven to preheat for 3 minutes for a particular temperature. After preheating is done, the user can set a timer according to the particular to the requirement. And final one, start mode. In start mode, we will start the microwave oven. Embedded systems. What is embedded system? An embedded system is a microprocessor based computer hardware with software that is designed to perform a decided function. Embedded systems are managed by microcontrollers or digital signal processor. Types of embedded systems are standalone systems, real-time systems, network systems, and mobile systems. Components of embedded systems. Here we can see the block diagram of embedded system. In this we have processor, timers, interrupt controller, program memory and data memory, serial communication ports, parallel ports, output interfacing or driver circuits, input devices or interfacing driver circuits, along with power supply, rest and oscillator circuit, and along with system application specific. Why we go for embedded systems? It has reliability, cost effectiveness, low power consumption, effective use of processing power, effective usage of memory. And we faced some challenges of embedded system, efficient inputs or outputs, embedded as OS, code optimization, testing and debugging. In this embedded programming, we have 3 steps. One is host, target, cross compiler. Host, a system which is used to develop the target, and the target, a system which is being developed for specific application. And the third one is cross compiler, an application used to generate code for another architecture being in another architecture. And the next topic is being discussed by my teammate K. Vishal.
Okay, I'm K. Vishal. I'm currently pursuing my BTech third year in IIT Kottayam in the branch of ECE. Firstly, we would know about microprocessor. What is microprocessor? Having only microprocessor, my MC consists all the peripheral in the signal in a signal chip, having only CPU, control processing unit, which consists of multiple ALU, CLU, etc. In embedded systems, microprocessor takes response from the sensor in digital form and process the output in real-time environment. The speed of microprocessor is very high. But similarly, we need to know about the flowchart. It consists of microprocessor, read-only memory, read-write memory, next timer, IO port, serial interface. Next, microcontroller. A microcontroller is an integrated circuit that contains a processor, memory, and input-output ports, all on a single chip. The memory in microcontroller can be divided into 2 types, program memory and data memory. The input and output ports in microcontroller can be used to connect to a variety of devices such as sensors, actuators, and display. Next, the project's peripheral would be like this. This consists of PIC16 in that ADC LM35 temp sensor, Pulse RTC, EPROM, GPIO, RS232, LEDs, buzzer, digital keypad, SSDS, matrix keypad, CLCD. Next, what is about CLCD? Character liquid crystals. It basically display, there are two types of display in PICSIMLAB, 16 into 2D, 16 into 4D, 4Ds. We are using 16 into 4Ds. Basically, it displays the characters 16CH in a row. It has two types of modes for communication, 4-bit mode, 8-bit mode. Next, about LEDs. Simplest device used in most on the embedded applications as feedback. Works just like diodes. Low energy consumptions, longer life, smaller life, faster switching. Make it usable in wide application fields like home lighting, remote controls, surveillance, displays and many more. Next, tactile switch. It is a switch whose operations is perceptible by touch. This switch is used to select the mode of operation and to enter the temperature and in time in our project. This switch produces a bouncing effect when a switch is pressed. Next, matrix keypad. In this we generally see a matrix keypad. It is a keypad in which number of tactile switches are connected in a row and column concept. This is used when more number of user inputs are required and still want to save some controller. These keypads are used mostly in telephones, calculators, digital lockers, etc. Interrupts. An interruption is a communication process set up in a microprocessor or microcontroller in which an internal or external device requests the MPU or MCU to stop processing. Then MPU or MCU acknowledges the request and attends to the request. Goes back to the processing where it was not got interrupted. Pooling. It is a process where the computer or controlling devices wait for an external device to check the read lines or state, often with low-level hardware. Some disadvantages of polling. Loss of event may occur during polling. Poor response. Less power management. Classification of interrupts. Interrupts. It contains again subpoints. One is hardware and software. Firstly, we need to see hardware. Non-maskable and maskable. In that again two subpoints. External and internal. ISR. Interpret Service Routine. An ISR is a software routine that hardware invokes in a response to an interrupt. ISR attends to the request of an interrupting source by clearing the interrupt flag and should save register contents that may be affected. The code in the ISR, it must be terminated with a instruction RETIE. When an interrupt occurs, the MPU completes the instruction being executed. Then it disables global interrupt enable. Place the address from the program counter on the stack. Next, move on to the timers. Timer is a default peripheral which maintains the timing of an operation in sync with the system of external clock. Timers basically electronic circuit which allows to measure how long something takes to execute at create non-blocking code, basically gives time gap between two events. Timer is a software designed to count the timer interval between the events. Tick is referred as the change from one number to another. It may either be UP count or down count. Mode of timers are counter, PCM or pulse generator, etc. It can be used in many conditions. Parameters like resolution. It is also called as register bit. It is used to generate delay between two events, and the timer is also known as count in many applications. This is the main thing in our project. We are using down counter where the maximum count to downwards like example 1 minute to 0, 10 seconds to 0. Next, my friend Ceci will share our project experience with you.
Myself, Shashreka, currently pursuing BTech final in Arjuketi, RK Valley. Bas- This is basically my code. Here it is main function. Here it is subfunction of main function is operation call, where we are declaring cooking mode, displays like start mode, grill mode, micro mode, grill mode, convention mode. These are all 4 types of modes. We are used to function called power on screen, print the message in CLCD. This is the clear display function used to clear all the elements or erase every character present in CLCD, which is basically a timer function which will calculate the time between the events. We have status and we have this time display. We have set temperature and we have set the temperature maximum, that is 2. If we set greater than 250, it displays error, that is invalid temperature. Basically we have choose 250 is maximum. This is the overall of my program code. If we build success, then we can extract in PICSIMLAB. If we extract, we can first select PICSGenius and pick 16 F877A, which is basically a microcontroller. Here is clock frequency, here it is heater, cooler, here it is heater is which is in built-in function peripheral. Now we have built a X file, we can load that X file. Now we have 4 modes, that is micro, grill, convention, start. First we can choose micro, we can press 1. Here is the maximum power is 900 watt. Here it shows the minutes and seconds. The maximum minute is 60, that is 59 seconds. We can't demonstrate that much of time. We have basically choose 10 seconds. Then we can press enter. If the fan is rotating, time is going down. If time is up, the buzzer sound is come. In microwave, it will heat the food. Next is grill mode. In grill mode, we have basically choose 6. And we have enter. It is the operation of microwave, but in grill mode we can't build 900 watt power. Next is the convention mode. It is basically used to present heat the oven. It asking the temperature. If we enter more than 250, can press. It shows the error, that is invalid temperature. That's why basically we take 100. Now if we vary the clock frequency, it will down faster as compared the clock frequency low. If we go to the next operator as faster, this represents a serial count. Serial count represent basically baud rate, that is the communication rate between the sensor to peripheral. The last mode is the start mode. Here it ought to build in 30 seconds. If we can't demonstrate that much of time wait, we can stop. Click 6. It will stop. This is the finalize of my project. Thank you. Thank you for your valuable time. Thank you, EMERTXE.